Service marketing module. This is the second PPT. The first PPT covered the first element of the service marketing mix, that is the product mix. Now in this PPT, we will be discussing about the second element, and the second element is price. Price is a significant element in the marketing mix. As we know, or as you all have already learned in your earlier classes, this is the only element which produces revenue, whereas all other elements produce cost. So price is a significant element in the marketing mix. Price translates the value of the product or service into quantitative terms or as a unit to the customer. It is a dynamic tool for meeting competition. So this is a very important element, very vital element in the marketing mix, because as mentioned here, it is the only element which will bring revenue, whereas all other elements creates cost. And what is price? Price actually reflects the value of the product or service, and it should also relate to the perception of the customer. It is one important tool for meeting competition. It is basically, as we know, converting the value of a product or a service into quantitative terms. Quantitative terms means into, we can say in simple words, into measurable terms or as a unit to the customer. And when we go to buy a product, we know that we can find variety of products in the market, in the shops at different prices. Similarly, in service marketing also, we can find price variations in different areas. So service providers, we can say, provide a range of service at different price levels to require to match, we can say, to match according to the requirements of the target segments. For example, we can say airline offers both economic class as well as business class. When you go to restaurant, you can see where with AC, without AC, charges could be different. So price is the only element which is bringing revenue to the company, and that is why this plays a major role in the entire elements of marketing mix. Now, service providers also vary the price in order to address the problems, any type of problems coming out of demand. For managing this price, the companies have to decide lots of procedures, like they have to decide upon price setting time to time or at different point of time, and prices are having different names. This is something which easily you can connect with. Prices are having different names in service. When you go to buy a product, what do we normally ask? What is the price of this product? When you go to buy a mobile phone, what is the price of this mobile phone? When you go to buy a t-shirt, what is the price of this t-shirt? That's it. It is price or rate sometimes. But when it comes to service sector, the price is known by different names. Here you can see a few examples I have taken over here. These are the different service areas, and these are the names we call for price. Like insurance, we call what we pay, we call it as premium. Education or medical field, education field, we call it as fees. And same way medical services also, we pay the doctor a fees. Communication, when you're traveling, you call it as rent or tariff. Transportation, you call it as fare. Usage of road, we call it as toll. For advertising, commission. For recreation, it could be buying a ticket or admission charges, anything like that. So these are just few examples which we have taken over here. Other than that, we can see, for example, banking sector, bank. But what are the charges for them? What are the price which they charge? It is known as either interest, or it is known as banking charges, service charges. Communication, as mentioned over here, rent or tariff. Travel agency, commission. Public utilities, service charges. Property or accommodation, we pay a rent. When we take it on rent, we pay the rent. Credit card services, we pay the fees. Consulting services, we pay the fees, like that. So price is having different names in services. So, but at the same time, as I told you, when it comes to product, we don't have different names like this. It is the same across the different products. Now moving to the next topic, objectives of pricing. Why the companies need to focus on pricing as a major objective. You can see over here survival, growth, maximize profit, maximize market share, leadership in service quality, and even we can say for patronage. Leadership in service quality or patronage both have similar meaning. Survival, the first and foremost objective for charging price or charging fee or rent or toll or whatever it is to survive in the market, to exist in the market. Now, after existing in the market, then they need the price, they increase the price in order to have growth in the market. After that, they will start maximizing the profit. Again, the price could be increased. Same way after that, maximizing the market share, capturing more and more markets, and finally they will become the leader in service quality. Leader in service quality by providing the services at a reasonable price for the customers. So the main objective is to survive and grow. Gradually, gradually after that they will start making profit and then capturing or maximizing the market share. It will not happen all of a sudden. It will happen slowly, slowly only once you get the name and fame in the market. Immediately when you start a restaurant, you cannot expect growth over there. You have to have all the background activities done, and once you have to survive in the market first, once more and more customers start coming, once they start experiencing your food, and after that gradually only the growth will begin. Once you start to grow, you can focus on maximizing the profit and maximizing the market share. Gradually, because of the service quality and the price, competitive price which you are charging, gradually you can become the leader in the market. So these are the objectives of pricing. Now, factors affecting pricing decisions. Very important topic. The different factors which are affecting pricing decisions, it could be divided into two. As mentioned over here, it could be internal factors as well as external factors. So internal factors refers to the internal arrangements within the company. Like as we know that internal factors are controllable factors. To an extent, we can control the activities which are under internal or which are happening within the organization. To an extent, we can control that. So organizational factors refers to the internal arrangement for decision making. The company, what they are deciding internally regarding price, what they are planning to charge for the price, and whether it is competitive one, whether it should be increased, whether it should be decreased and all in the near future. All those decisions are taken by the company owners or the management or officers and all who are sitting inside the company. Second one, marketing mix elements. This includes the service offering, which we already know: product, price, place, promotion, people, process, and physical evidence. So their position, their requirements also affects the pricing decision. For example, product, price, place, promotion, people, process, physical evidence. इसमें से everything is ready except for promotion. So अगर ऐसे सोच रहे कि promotional activities और थोड़ा बढ़ाना है और थोड़ा advertise करना है, so that is the decision is an internal decision. So there we require more resources or more funding or more that will incur more cost. So depending on this variations in the marketing elements used, the composition used, it can vary. Then positioning. If the price is positioned on non-price factors, like if it is based on quality, promotion and all, then that can strongly influence the price. Like we can say, for example, we can say that positioning means what? Having an image in the minds of the customers. So whatever be the image, whatever be the price, if the product or the service is having a good quality image, position image in the minds of the customers, price to an extent will not be a major issue. Then cost, whatever cost is involved, like the policy should be in such that at least the basic cost should be covered. Rather than making huge profit and all initially, at least जितने भी खर्चा हो गया है, at least the basic cost, that should be, we should be able to cover that cost using the price. So these are all internal factors, means internal decision making aspects. But there are certain external factors which are not in the control of the company. Like competition, we cannot control the competition, and based on competition. We, our company also will have to make changes according to the competitors. If the competitor is introducing something new, we will also have to do that. So accordingly, price decisions can change. Same way, demand. The demand can vary due to any number of reasons. Due to so many reasons, the demand in the market can change. That also should be taken into account when prices are being fixed. Regulatory factors. Regulatory factors means we know that most of the times, uh, most of the organizations are controlled by some regulatory organizations, some authorities. Like banking sector is controlled by RBI, then insurance sector is controlled by IRDAI, share market is controlled by SEBI. Like that, so many regulatory authorities are there. So many of these services, these prices are administered or controlled by these regulatory factors or regulatory agencies. So that term also, the company cannot put major uh, decisions in that for changing, increasing or decreasing the price. So these are the different factors affecting pricing decisions: internal factors and external factors. Internal factors are those which are within the control. To an extent, these are within the control of the organization. The same time, external factors are beyond the control of the organization. Now, methods of pricing in services. Methods of pricing. Now, before that, just like how did we discuss in product myths, uh, there are certain issues here also, certain special issues when it comes to pricing in services. The same points are repeating here. That is because it is intangible, because it is perishable, because it's we cannot, because it's variable, and because of the presence of customers and all, it is difficult to fix a price properly. Or we can say there are still different challenges faced for the companies to fix the price accordingly in service sector. Now see here methods: cost based, demand based, and competition based. Cost based, it is also known as cost plus pricing. Here, the company will determine the cost of the service delivery along with the predetermined profit, and that becomes the price. Very simple. Cost involved for the entire process, and adding a predetermined profit to that. That is cost plus. That becomes the price. Then demand, this method of pricing is very much used in catering services and advertising agencies and all. It is not at all difficult to fix price based on cost based method. Second one is demand. In this method, the cost is not considered, but the service provider allows the demand to determine the price. It is happening when the prices are hugely sensitive. Price services are, we can say, their services are hugely price sensitive. The consumer's decision will determine the value of the services. That is, according to the demand in the market, the service provider will charge the price. Competition based, as we know, homogeneous services. Homogeneous services can be used, or they can be uh, they can be fixed pricing according to competition based, but it is not possible in heterogeneous services. Homogeneous services means which are same type of services are provided. We can see the competitors way of pricing that, and accordingly we can change the pricing which we have decided. But if it is heterogeneous means where the products are offered, services offered are different. We cannot be much dependent on the competitors, because our products which we are offering, our service which we are offering, and their services which they are offering would be quite different. So only where there is homogeneous services that are standardized, means that is common everywhere, without any special features along with that, their competition price can be adopted. So these are the three different methods of pricing in services. Now pricing strategies. Pricing strategies also. So many of these pricing strategies you have learned in your lower classes. First one, we can say that it is premium pricing. Premium pricing means always charging a high price initially itself. Premium means that product, that service will be unique, and the prices charged also will be quite high. Penetration pricing means the services are priced low initially. It means it is kept low, and the company will try to enter into the market, Once they enter into the market, gradually it will increase the pricing. Skimming pricing is exactly opposite of penetration pricing. Skimming pricing में क्या है? They start with a high price. They start with a high price itself, and later on, when the demand is decreasing, they may reduce the price. Then comes psychological pricing, depending on the consumer's mind. Then product line pricing is there. That is based product line, you might have learned product line, bundle of products together. For them accordingly, they will have to fix the price depending on the type of product in that entire product line. Then there is captive product pricing. Captive product pricing में क्या होता है कि the customer has no choice but to get additional service offer from the service provider along with the core service. For example, captive product means, one example I'll tell you, then it will be easy to understand. Software developing firms, software firms, they provide annual maintenance, we know, AMC, annual maintenance contract right there. So they are given annual maintenance contract offer, they offer free upgrades of software. So what happens, that price becomes automatically included in that. That is captive product pricing. Then price bundling. Price bundling means it is together sold out. Different services are sold out together. Like we can say healthcare, health club and all, gym and all, which provides various benefits at the same place and according to the requirements of the customer. Promotional pricing. Promotional pricing is the initial prices which they are fixing during the promotional stage. Later on, it can vary. Marginal pricing. Marginal pricing is the cost of the last unit of output. This is very easy to understand. It is based on the concept of the last unit of output and very much relevant for the service industry. यहाँ पे कैसे होते हैं कि for example, I'll tell you, when airplanes, in case of this passenger airplane, which is having, just imagine, which is having a capacity of 100 seat. Imagine the empty seats will not be preferred. For example, 100 seats may say only 90 is filled. Okay, 90 is filled with a just imagine with a fare ticket of 20,000 rupees. 90 seats are filled. 10 seats are remaining vacant. Now, the company can actually use this marginal pricing over here by offering the remaining 10 seats at a discount. Discount in the sense they can reduce the ticket prices, because anyway the flight has to go, anyway the airplane has to go, anyway there will be the expenses of fuel cost, maintenance cost, staff cost and all. So instead of making it vacant, instead of not earning anything, they can reduce the ticket price to maybe 20,000 ka jo hai, maybe it can be reduced to 15,000, and then they can try to fill up the seats. Because instead of carrying empty seats means basically they are carrying loss. That is marginal pricing. For the last few units, when you try to change the price, especially for the last one unit, this marginal pricing. These are the different pricing strategies. So this is the last topic over here in pricing. So once more, I'll explain from the beginning. We are discussing about the second element, that is price myths. As I told you already, this is a very significant element in the marketing myths. And you have to always remember that this is the only element which brings revenue to the company. And what is the meaning of price? You have to remember. It translates the value of the product into quantitative terms or measurable terms. Then prices having different names in different services. Here you can see for insurance, we call it as premium. For education, like when you take admission in college or when you take admission in schools and all, what do we call it? That is also price only, but we call it as fees. Like that, when you travel in a bus, ticket fare, it is known as fare. So like that, the names are changing. Objectives of pricing: survival, growth, maximizing the profit share and maximizing the market share, being a leader in service quality. Different factors, both internal and external factors. Internal factors are organizational factors, which are internal to the company, inside the company. Different marketing mix elements, positioning of the service in the minds of the customers, and the cost involved in getting the service delivered. All these are internal activities. External factors include the competition, which are not in the control, demand again not in the control of the company, regulatory factors again, which are decided by the various regulatory authorities. Methods of pricing: cost based means cost plus little bit of a predetermined ratio of profit. Demand based means only based on the demand, like if there is high demand, accordingly the prices can be fixed. Competition based is applicable only for homogeneous product. It will not work for heterogeneous product. Okay, homogeneous means same type of services which are being provided by different companies. In that case, you can definitely compare your company's pricing along with that your competitors company's pricing. Then pricing strategies, different pricing strategies. At least one line you have to remember over here. Premium pricing means charging a very high price every time. Penetration means starting with a low price. Penetrate करना मतलब enter करना. Somehow they want to enter into the market. तो वो कैसे enter कर सकते हैं? They can start with a low price and enter. Then skimming pricing, opposite of penetration, they start with a higher price, then they may lower the price. Psychological pricing, for example, we can say uh, in many fitness clubs and all, you might have seen 99 plus or rupees. You can get this wellness program, fitness and wellness program for 999. These are all psychological pricing. Product line pricing includes the pricing for the entire services which are offered combined in a product. Same way, captive product pricing. Captive product pricing में कैसे होता है? They provide, along with that they provide some other free options also. For that also the pricing would be included. Price bundling, so many activities are clubbed together and price is fixed. Promotional pricing, price fixed during the promotional activities in order to boost up the sales or in order to make the consumers aware about it. Marginal pricing is the pricing to be fixed for the last few units if it is not sold out, especially the last unit which is not sold out. So these are the different pricing, different contents under pricing myths or price myths.